What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. So I'm sure that you guys heard the news, but there was some news that came out about the tax bill that's going to be passed. And due to that, as many of you can possibly experience right now or are experiencing right now, there's a good amount of stocks that we are looking at today that aren't doing too well, right? They went through unexpected pullbacks and stuff like that. So I just quickly wanted to cover some of the stocks that I saw value in, as well as answer a couple questions that you guys might be having today in the market. So today's Friday. It's December 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just confirm that. Yep, there we go, December 1st. So a fresh new start to the month. Just wanted to ask how everyone's month of November went and see if we're off to a good start already. So I'm just going to follow up with one of the stocks that we were covering. And one of the biggest stocks were UGAZ. UGAZ, we called out the bounce at $8. How did we call that out? We just looked at previous supports. We waited for the sell-off, and then we set our alerts when it goes above $8. During pre-market hours, it ended up opening at $8.25, and ever since then, it was trending up. The only thing is that after it hit that $10 resistance, it did receive an unexpected pullback as of yesterday. But today, it started to show some consolidations at $9. The thing that I saw here is on UGAZ. The reason that I'm not a huge fan of UGAZ at the moment is because of this continuous downward pattern that it's been showing. It's a decaying ETF, right? There's no question about that. This is a decaying gas-based ETF. But look at the pattern on this one. It's been coming up from $20 and it's been trending down ever since. If we look at its inverse, which is UGAZ, and we look at the 180-day, what the heck? What's going on? I'm sorry. VGAZ, I apologize. If we look at its inverse, this is the same analysis, 180 days. And do you see the type of pattern that this one has in comparison to UGAZ? UGAZ was a continuous downtrend, and this on the 180-day chart, it's actually up on the 180 days, right? Right now we're at 26.69, and the pattern I think is a lot more stable. There's nothing guaranteed in the market, right? And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys saw that the funny 40-second videos that I make, speaking very quickly, and I broke down DGAS, and although it shows a very consistent pattern, do you see the support here from $24 and the resistance here at $28? You know what that potential is on the past 180 days? The potential has been about 17%. How many times has it completed this bounce? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, almost 6 times, 6 times, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it just continuously does it. 10 in the past 180 days. So just do the math, 17% every single time. Does this mean that 100% it's guaranteed? No, never. And that's why it's so important to have a form of risk management. But is it a very consistent pattern? Yes, and I like to focus on consistency. I like to trade the same stocks, and that's why I continuously trade DGAS. The thing that I saw about DGAS in the past month is that it's been making new highs. Although it is the season for UGAS, which I understand for gas, right? It has been making new highs, ever since, and it hit highs of 33.08. It went to almost $33, the second time, and this time it didn't pull back as low as it did the previous time, and ended up, hitting $28, pulled back a little bit, and that's why I saw so much potential in DGAS. That's my opinion. It does not mean anything. You should never trade based on other people's opinion, but I just simply wanted to call out the pattern and the potential. I see that DGAS is showing a lot more uptrend potential. And I think it's showing the potential for it to now start trading from $28 to $32 instead of from 24 to 28. Because if you look at the past time, it was trading from 18 to about 22. Does that make? I'm sorry, 18 to 22, and then it made this push up. Do you see what I'm talking about? It had a previous pattern where it would trade. I don't even need to make the support and resistance sides. It had a previous pattern where it would trade between this $4 margin, 18 to 22. It broke above that, and now it has this margin from 24 to 28, a $4 margin, 17%. And now it's trying, based on the pattern that I see, that's not necessarily the full $4, right? From 28, obviously, from 28 to 32, but I think it has a potential because $30 is the overall resistance. From $30 to 34, I think that's going to be the new margin that it's going to cover. So I just simply wanted to call that out. I think that DGAS has been showing a lot of continuous uptrend pattern. And because it's not doing the best today, it had a pullback. It's showing some signs of consolidation at 26. Whatever you verify as an uptrend pattern, once it breaks above $27, maybe once it breaks above 28, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just all I ask is just to keep your eyes on it. That's really just it. You don't have to trade it. And if you're just getting into trading, maybe opening a simulation trading account to test the waters with no monetary risk would be the best thing. I do want to call out GoPro. I talked about this one yesterday as well. If you guys are part of TechBud Solutions, it's our free networking group. It's the second link in the description if you guys are not a part of it already. I called out the resistance in yesterday's video at 880. It was not able to break 880 for the past week. And that was so frustrating that GoPro was my original swing trade. But because I saw I had such a solid resistance at 880 and such a solid support at 850, I continued to buy the dips. Every time that it would have a sell-off, I would buy the dips, and every time that it would peak out with the red VWAP line, I would sell. Buy the dips, sell. Buy the dips, sell. I ended up already selling it for the day for GoPro. I didn't get in on the second dips just because I had some mentorship calls for the lesson library today. But it's I think a very simple pattern. Every time that it hits 850, I buy. I manage my what's it called? My stop loss at 1.5% after I get filled at anything below 850. So there's always a form of risk management that I take. But the resistance is always around from 860 to 865, at least within the past couple of days. And that's not huge, but when you're trading with a $5,000 to $6,000 position, 1.5 to 2%, that's enough. That's a little bit over $100. It's $120 depending on how it is that you take part of it. But yeah, just wanted to call that out and how simple this can be. CENX started to show somewhat signs of upward potential, but then it pulled right back, not really showing a lot of stability. Same thing with XXII. This one has been showing a very consistent pattern of the bounces at 225, the low point, and highs of 240, high points. So, and calculate the margins of profit, 4%. So just ask yourself, is 4% a day? Does 4% a day keeps the bill? Does it keep the bills away? That was my little joke. Wasn't very funny. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, well, that's nice. You got into DGAS at 24. That's really solid. Yeah, but that's simply what I wanted to cover. I wanted to, kind of just ask if you guys had any questions that I could answer. If there was anything that you guys are preparing for, anything like that. DCTH. I'm sorry, we don't cover that one. But yeah, that's really just it. I just wanted to cover those different gas-based ETFs. I just wanted to focus a little bit more on consistent patterns for those that are struggling. And I truly mean that here. Let me go ahead and see if I can switch the camera over. All right, I hope that you guys can see me okay. But for those that are struggling in consistent trades, a lot of people right away focus on lower cap stocks because they might have a smaller account. And because you have a smaller account, you think, well, hey, with these day trades or with these penny stocks, I can make much more. I agree, you can make much more, but with more reward comes more risk. And with that being said, you just have to ask yourself, do you want to get into the market and get discouraged right away if you see exponential loss? Or would you much rather build your eye for value and work on, really understanding the patterns, the mechanics of trading, and really having an understanding on how yourself you can identify and find good quality stocks? That would be my goal for each and every single one of you and for the people that I mentor as a part of my lesson library. So with that being said, just ask yourself, what stocks can you trade on a consistent basis based on their 180-day chart or based on their, 1-year chart, whatever it is, on a consistent basis that you see value and you understand the pattern and that are about, even 3 to 5% on a weekly basis. Just do the math with your account. And as you continue to build the confidence, how you can continue to add more to your account. And 5% right now might not seem like a lot, but maybe when you have $5,000 or $10,000, 5% a week, that can add up. And it's just something that you're doing behind a computer, but you have to do it right. Don't try to get lucky. Don't trade based on other people's opinion. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Make sure that you have an understanding of every position that you choose to take, because you have to be looking for those good deals. And if you're just looking for a trade to take just because you haven't traded in a day, then that's not necessarily a best practice that I've seen success in. If you have, then that's fine. But just wanted to make sure that you guys understand how important it is to be consistent in trading quality picks. And how do you identify quality picks? You do your own due diligence. You identify the margins of profit, and you just don't trade based on other people's opinion. You just have to validate and understand that, hey, look, I really think that this is a good deal. When I see DGAS drop to $24 every single time position, I will most likely take a position. I wait for a little bit of a confirmation that it's trending back up. So I might wait till 24.50 or whatever the case may be, but it still has 12% margins of profit left. And just think about it. It has done that 10 times within the past 180 days, So almost every 18 days, it covers about 17% potential for profit. Do you on a 18-day basis, do you cover about 10 to 12% potential for profit every single time? And if you don't, then what are you trading? It's not about trading the most crazy picks, right? It's not trading about it's about trading what works for you, and don't be afraid to continuously trade. If you have your top 3 and your go-to stocks that always work for you, and on a weekly basis you make 3, 5, 10% on a weekly basis, then I'm so proud of you, because that's 100% something that I think you should be doing, regardless of what other people say. If it works for you and you experience growth and you're managing your risk and you understand that investment, then that's a huge thing. So just wanted to cover that. I don't want to make this video too long. All the links are down below. If you guys aren't connected and with our free networking group of TechBot Solutions, we'd love to be a part of your success. We have over 60,000 members already. It's a free networking platform. It's the second link in the description. For the first link in the description, if you guys want to be a part of my lesson library, feel free to join. It's the first link, and it will show you step by step on what it is that has led to my success, both investing in real estate, the stock market, and buying and reselling cars. So I hope that I can be a part of your success, but most importantly, I hope that you see value in every market that you choose to be a part of. So like always, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives you in your success. And just like Joshua Langley said, gang, gang, JDST. Well, JDST isn't doing very good today, so it's actually J9 that's taking the win for the day. But I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Drew. So he said, congrats on all your subs. Yeah, no, we're at 76K. My goal is, I think I can be at 90 to 100K by the end of this year. So I have a month to gain about 24,000 subscribers. It seems a little far-fetched, but I think I can do it. I think we have a really strong following, and I'm super excited. So if you guys can give the video a thumbs up, it would really, let me know that you guys enjoy these videos, and let me know in the comment section what type of videos you guys would like me to create, as I would love to continue to create content for you all. Thank you guys. Take it easy.